Okay, welcome back. We are in part 2 of our demonstration of putting more detail into the game table than was originally demonstrated. We didn't have all these trees and the few stone walls or the few rail fences that we've put up. As you can see, this is definitely much different than it was before. What we've done is we've put in all our trees, and we've added along the banks of the rivers the typical details you would see in a river. We have little areas of stone and reeds by the water. We've added some orchards, and here you can see we've got more examples of the lines of trees along the river or creek banks. Right away you can see it really pretties up the environment, if you can call it that. It adds a lot of realism, and yet it isn't that difficult to do. These are stone outcroppings placed along the river, and it really adds a lot to have these little details. Now, what exactly do these items have as an impact to the movement of troops? One would say this does present a movement obstacle, and it probably should at least bear that effect as well. Over in the town itself, we've added some orchards. Again, these aren't really move obstacles per se, they just make it look a little nicer. Over here in the far distance, we can see that we've got some rail fences that have been put in. Again, that is definitely going to be a move obstacle that the defenders have left in place. Also note that there's no bridge over here. We could put one in, and we could also just declare that that is a bridge right there. And we have not added color to the hill, because for this demonstration we won't be adding that kind of major change. Otherwise, as we said, we could paint the road on here, and then after the game is over, simply paint over it with this green color. So therefore, bearing that in mind, the color that would be used here can't be too dark. So what we've done here, obviously, is added the trees. It dramatically changes the look that we had before. Underneath each of these tree stands, tree bases, we have a green, again, utilizing the foamies. Take this one out to show that. There's a little green fabric or a foamy material put there so the tree can be removed, and yet we can remember that there are trees there. This doesn't happen in every case. In some cases we did not put them down. I believe some of these trees back here don't have that little hexagon foam underneath them, so that when they get removed, we need to remember where those are, and we'll put a piece there if necessary. So we're ready to begin, and what we're going to do is we're going to place the Union defenders, and the Confederates will be attacking from their chosen location. Again, our objective here is to test how earthworks can be assaulted. I have a hunch that this is probably going to be a problem here for both players. Moving the troops through this area is going to be extremely difficult. By the time the Confederates have reached this location, they're going to be disordered. So in fact, what will probably happen is we will place the and also this is the other problem. We left this in place just because it looks interesting, but in truth this would already have been abandoned as the Confederates advanced into the area. So we could actually start with the Confederates placed where the player wants them to be from their allotted inventory. After the Union has placed, and the Confederate would then decide at which avenue to attack or to assault the position. And we'll just see how that goes.